everyone, welcome to this week's lockdown newsletter. I've put my golf clothing on for this one, missing wearing it obviously, like probably many of you. Also wanted to double check that it still fits. This week's news, we're looking at some of the Zoom chats that we've been having amongst us. We had a special guest jump in last week, so we're going to recap a little bit of that. Also been running a competition amongst the newsletter subscribers and our members. There's still time to come in on that. I'm looking for your best examples of the practice facilities that you're setting up at home. Got a few examples, so I'm going to share them later in the newsletter. But let's head outside now. I'm just going to cover a tip that's come up in a couple of the chats that we've been having, and just deal with that for you now.
Hi everyone, back out in the field. Wanted to go over a couple of things that I've found from our Zoom coaching groups that we've been having over the past couple of weeks. A couple of times people have brought up pitching and looking at controlling the flight, and I just wanted to run over some of the things that I've been going through with people. Difficult to do and give visuals over the internet and in a video chat, but hopefully this might help some of you on the way. Other than adjusting ball position and putting the ball further forward in the middle at the back to control the flight and controlling distance and flight by going up and down the handle, one of the things you could start to do, and it might help you out a little bit, would be to try and feel that the lead wrist, for a right-handed golfer, your left wrist here, is moving in a different way to hit a different trajectory of a golf shot. Now if I wanted to keep it low, and I've got a lob wedge here, I'm going to keep the ball in the middle. I've got a little bit of weight on my left side now. I'm going to keep that left wrist forward and the ball flight's going to be quite flat. So you can see how low my wrists are there through the golf ball. If I wanted to hit the same sort of distance shot but hit it a little bit higher, I might well change the left wrist position. I might have the ball a little bit further forward. I still keep my weight slightly forward to help strike. I may open the face, but to hit the same yardage shot but hit it a bit higher, I might now change the left wrist position there and add a little bit of loft to the golf club. So if we watch now how we release, and that ball went a lot higher and almost exactly the same yardage. Give it a try, see if it helps you out.
So hopefully that helped you out and can get you on your way to practicing your chipping in the garden and understanding the loft and the flight of the golf ball and how you can control that. Moving on now to a little competition that I issued out during the week. I'm looking for your best practice facilities that you have at home. Now this hasn't really got to be a net or some sort of facility where you can hit drivers. It can be using your imagination a little bit with setting up brollies or buckets or chipping stations. I've had a few people send some stuff in already. I'm going to issue a little prize in next week's newsletter for this. So if you look at the contact info at the beginning and the end of the newsletter, fire those pictures or videos into me. I'm going to put in a couple of examples now, so just take a look and get some ideas. So some great ideas and efforts already so far in the competition. I'll be announcing the winner next week, so if you can fire in on the contact info as I've said and send me any pictures or videos, that'd be great. So far leading the way, I think you'd probably agree, Tony Hale's pitching station in his garden and his dog collecting the golf balls for him. That's brilliant, absolutely love that. Keep feeding those ideas and entries into me. Look forward to looking at all of those as they're coming in. Next thing in the newsletter I want to have a little go over is many of you have jumped in on our Zoom video coaching chats, which has been brilliant. There have been some really good discussions there and ideas sharing. Last week we were lucky enough to have a special guest jump in, Richard McEvoy, European Tour player, kindly gave up some time. Thank you for Dave Miller for setting that one up. Got some great information out of it. Some members were able to ask questions. He spent a lot of time with us. Just going to run in and give you a little snippet of the video now.
Ian, did you want to ask a question? I just saw you say something.
Yeah. When you're playing, you obviously have to have complete confidence in your caddy. When he tells you to take an 8-iron and you think it's a 7-iron, what do you do?
I overpower him most of the time.
Do you?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's down to the player what you can play at. Caddies do play a vital role for sure, yeah. But for instance, when going back to when I won again, the last hole I hit it in the right hand semi rough off the tee, par 5, reachable par 5. and I only had 204 yards to the front of the green. But the green was a very narrow in depth green, and most of the trouble was behind the green, and the pin was at the back of the green. It was and the whole of the front of the green was covered by water hazard. So it was a very hard shot for me. I would have been hitting 4-iron to get over the water and hit it to the pin. And straight away, as soon as I saw the lie, my caddy I said, I'm not really fancying this way, and I'm going to lay this up. And his reaction to that was kind of he was very shocked that was my play.
What a fantastic opportunity that was to pick the brains of a European Tour winner. Hopefully everyone in the room enjoyed the chat and the conversation that was going on. Richard spent a lot of time, an absolute gent. Thanks again to Dave Miller for setting that one up. Real great opportunity for us, that. Richard's CV, as I said to the people in the room, is pretty impressive. European Open winner on the European Tour a couple of years ago, beating Bryson DeChambeau in the final round. Actually won the week before on the Challenge Tour and turned pro off a handicap of +4. So his CV and his amateur wins as well are incredible, and just a real great opportunity there to get some information. We've got more Zoom chat scheduled over the next couple of weeks, so if you're interested in jumping in on those, I can't guarantee a special guest every week, but we're gonna try our best on that one. Use the contact information at the beginning and the end of the newsletter, and I'm happy to get people involved in groups on that one. Lastly, obviously stay safe, keep practicing, and see you all soon.